Hey mom, can we have Guild Wars 2, please?
No, why? We got Guild Wars 2 at home. Guild Wars 2 at home. Hey guys, welcome back, Maris here, and today we have New World. Absolutely something new, and as you guessed, right? Yes, I will put it against the game that seems to be most familiar and most, well, similar to the New World. I have played beta, 40 hours, this is still beginning, this is still beta. We don't know what will be the outcome, but let's not waste any more of your time. And how can I get out of here? So, I just found, whenever I'm playing the game, so much similarities that I just couldn't resist. So yes, I installed back good old Guild Wars. By the way, awesome game, I absolutely love it, so don't get me wrong. I am comparing something I absolutely like, so this is not a hate video, this is just giving you the information what I have seen so far. Why this is the Guild Wars we have at home. So now I have a screen, so I can easier switch between the games because they're totally too big and to everything, but I will give you all the information you need. So let's start with what is New World. Huge big world with awesome big castles, fortresses, cities, buildings, trees, and you feel significant and small and little to no impact on the world. Exactly like in Guild Wars. Same setting, same idea, same feeling, same approach, same everything. And yeah, I just moved over to different spot, but yeah, the concept, the idea is really familiar. Right, let's move on. Next we have your character. This is built up. You have a title, you have kind of expert rank, some idea, kind of background with the syndicate, my faction. Well, I couldn't capture, but whenever you make a hero in Guild Wars 2, you also have a background if you lived on streets or hero. I don't know why it doesn't show it here, but basically similar things, yeah, in there. I'm just far stretched so far, but give me a sec. Next, what's the basic attributes in a New World? We have 5 attributes where you put points in. As you can see, really linear style. There is a node, for example, this node, I'm highlighting it right here. In Constitution, the last one, when you have 300 points put in, you have plus 20% duration of stun, slow and root spells, and then there's, for example, in Dexterity, there's for 50 points, there's a node for 5% critical chance. All of them are passives. This is just passively makes sense when you have more intelligence, then you have more intelligence kind of nodes, but really linear style. And another thing I need to point out, you'll receive 3 points for every level, so it takes quite a lot. You can't master them all, it's just impossible. You need to choose wisely what kind of stat, what kind of... Anyways, too much in detail. Linear, 5 choices. What we have in Guild Wars, actually, yeah, this screen represents better. Whoa. But I will point out the most important part. So, as you can see, there is linear style. 3, you can kind of choose 3. But the thing is, why this screen is popped out, I have clicked here and there's a core and elite specialization. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. From 7 specializations, they are locked for me because I didn't purchase the last 2 expansions, but that's beside the point. So you can tailor pick those customizations. In my case, I have not deadly arts, critical strikes, shadow arts, and something, because this is a class specific. But then when I level up, this is maxed out character, don't get me wrong, that's why everything is already full. But you can choose, as you can see, there's a node, then you can choose from 3 nodes what suits your style, what gives you and again and again, and then, as I mentioned, you can totally swap out whole line, right? You custom select which line you want, and then in a line you have so many choices. At the side you see these screens, there's all the choices you can read out. I have also moused over one of the points here because they're all passives as well. So absolutely the same thing, just with a lot more options to choose from. Just saying. So yeah, that's the Guild Wars. Next we have, just moving forward, the most noticeable thing is the way how abilities play out. So you pick up a weapon. In New World there is no class whatsoever. You pick life staff, and now you can cast life spells, which basically means you are a healer now. You put the stuff down, you pick up a sword and a shield, well, you can tank now. But the thing is, why this is a Guild Wars 2 at home is, yes, you have 3 abilities. This is the core issue of the game, in my opinion. Time will tell, players will tell, definitely. You have literally 3 active abilities. Well, active abilities. You have passives, you have things that influence them and whatnot, but 3. Only 3. You see? Sword, shield, 3. Two-handed great axe, 3. In this, there will be next screen, you will see. In total, you can choose, kinda in talent style, 6 abilities, but actively use only 3, so there's no point of taking any other ability you can't use, so 3. Let's see what Guild Wars offer. So this is the screen at the side, don't pay attention here, but here, you see there's a short bow, where literally it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because it's double, two-handed. If I pick in main hand dagger, it will give me 1, 2, 3 these abilities. And then depending on second hand, if it's a ranged or a melee, as you can see, dagger in offhand will provide me these 2 abilities. And then there's a choice what kind of ability it will be. There's so much more. That's what I'm saying. And there will be always 5 abilities in Guild Wars 2, when you have both-handed or two-handed weapons, and there is so much combination and everything, but that's not all. I need to switch over to this screen. Now pay attention to this type of this screen. 5 of those abilities, also at the bottom you can see, they represent keyboard press required. So 5 are coming from weapons. Then 6th ability for every class is a healing ability. There's also, you can choose what kind of heal, or it's passive, or it's over time, or you drop healing turret. There's many options. Then there are 3 more abilities. In my case, I have picked passive abilities that boost my stats. There's a list you can choose from. Those are poison lists, those are passives, these are actually something else. This is again heal. And then there's the ultimate. In total, you have 10 abilities, which first 5 you can choose and select from weapon, exactly as in New World. There's only 3 just. And then you have 5 more that you can tailor-made and pick your character and play as you want. And at the game field, fighting combat, you have 5 abilities and then 5 more, so basically 10. 10 is 3, more than 3 times more than only 3 abilities. Just saying. That's why Guild Wars is Guild Wars. So yeah, alright, too much smashing. There will be absolutely better things in New World, don't get me wrong. So yeah, this is the thing in New World. You have 3 abilities, and you can see there's a total. I can choose from 6. These squares are active abilities, all rest of them are just passives. A little bit more damage, a little bit giving the rend, slowing down the enemy if hit in the back. Yeah, the minor things, but at the end, this is 3 button smash game. not much more to say here. Yeah, and I have mouse over on the Venom, where you have number of targets, attacks, really detailed and well crafted, built and balanced in every patch. The game feels like you are playing. And then there's a new world. Next up, this is one of the things that absolutely shines in New World. This is trade skills, and there are three major parts: gathering, refining, and crafting. So, first things first, you can master them all. You can be master of all trades, which is absolutely amazing. Major thumbs up, great. Yeah, not more to add. If you look in Guild Wars, yeah, you have to choose from 2 crafting abilities. You can gather all the materials and everything and smell them. No, I think smelting was not included. Anyways, you gather resources, but afterwards you need to choose. My choice, there's a jeweler kind of mastered. There's a list of items similar as in New World, but here definitely New World shines, and you can level up. And when level up, this is the interesting part. Let me explain quickly. I have picked and showing you the mining. Mining, as you can see, different resources require different levels. The more you mine, the more your level in mining goes up. So you can see, you can start gathering, and later on you can start seeing those nodes. As you can see, there's quite a difference, 25 levels it seems, when you can mine silver and when you can start tracking it. Tracking, there's no mini map. There's in a map, when you have found a node, it will show up, but generally you just, whenever you come close to a node, it will be on a radar pop up, and that's for everything, for herbs, for tree, yeah, not casual trees, but for rabbits, for vegetables, for mines, for, yeah, everything, that kind of thing. This is something cool, something engaging, something I found, because as you can see, I'm quite a farmer. I like farm things, besides fishing. Screw that. But yeah, what's in Guild Wars? It's similar, but not as well done. As you can see, I have highlighted, there's similarities are that you have a special slot for items that you use for gathering, right? And there are only 3, so mining, logging, and harvesting. But in Guild Wars, you can't purchase right away this orichalcum. Those names are ridiculous. Anyways, this is a high level end game mining pick. You start with the poor one, the gray one, then you level up, then you purchase better, and you can start mine. At the end result is similar as New World. You can't mine everything at the beginning. The more you mine, the better you get, the better things you have. Not as well crafted. You have to purchase, you have to change those mining items. Here in the game, in New World, whenever you get a better pickaxe, every pickaxe can mine everything. The question is how fast it goes. So with the absolute first mining pick, you are mining really slowly. If you're mining and you are high level miner and you gather, I don't know, star metal, it will be absolutely nightmare. So it kind of pushes you to get better pickaxes, which just speed up the boost and some other bonuses. Anyways, great harvesting and all that part in New Store is absolutely amazing. Next, of course, there's achievements, huge bunch of achievements that pop in your face. Yeah, you killed 1000 something like, yeah. You know, these New World gamers, special snowflakes that need to be rewarded for everything. Oh, you opened the game. Oh, congratulations. Yeah. Similarly, of course, there is in Guild Wars, again, daily bonuses. These markers are by expansions and everything, and recently completed, nearly done. As you can see, Staff Master, almost there. Exactly, there's boring, yeah, but no complaints, it's just boring. This is where the complaints can start. Of course, we are talking about microtransactions. So these are, as you can see, armor, skins, housing items, nothing that kind of pushes you to be better. You are not better or not gaining some advantage, but still, you know, milking people for arm flex. Not going to show you arm flex, this is beyond ridiculous. But again, Guild Wars has exactly the same thing. So yeah, that's minuses in both of them. Yeah, and of course real money, you can purchase the crystals or the in-game money, and then yeah, all that stuff. What I found also kind of ridiculously similar is in this game, in New World, a lot of quests and things you finish, you are not, for example, at the bottom you see there is, I will get a gloves that I can wear right away, but in most cases you get a chest, you have a weapons case. This is about basically gaming progress so far, where you open and it will be random, it can be better quality, it can be ranged, melee, whatever. And of course, here I had to switch to a different character because, yeah, this is also Black Lion chests in Guild Wars for years. When you finish the map, when you complete something, you are being rewarded in the chests where you can find, as you can see, common items or better chests. Or this particular chest, not so much, but here this blue chest is really similar. Here I have 3rd level, but the previous levels there is blue chests, and just the similarities much. Anyways, moving on, we have map. Guild Wars absolutely nailed us way bigger maps, way more maps, but that's not, the size is not the only thing. That's the precise. Here in New World there are differences, I will get to them in a moment, but before that, huge regions, and you develop kind of standings, relationships. Idea is simple, the more you work in an area, gather, kill, complete quests, whatever, you increase standings. In this, when you reach the standing upgrade, you have a choice of 3. Almost every time from 3, you can pick up in the territory increased experience, or increased standing increasement, or increased storage space, or decreased taxes, which is kind of cool because you can pick up your playstyle needed or boosted bonuses. Here in Guild Wars 2, this is a really zoomed out map. This is also similar in both games. You can zoom out absolutely high level, nothing, basically just way idea what you've seen, but you can zoom in also super close to see every building, every tree, yeah. So yeah, here in the background there are some kind of squared maps. There are a lot of them, it doesn't fit in one huge screen, but what we are here for is map bonuses that are being rewarded. Whenever you complete entire map, you receive also a chest, and yeah, it's just rewarding territory, so that's nothing that, but yeah, there's more levels and choices, so that this is better. One thing that is absolutely better in New World is these cities. Remember, yes, I mentioned there are taxes, so whenever you are doing smelting or crafting, you need to use wood shop or tannery or loom or smelter, or my big head is in front of me. Anyways, you use one particular settlement or city or town, kind of how it's called, not buildings but things, right? You need a smelter to smelt your iron, and for every smelting you need to pay a little tax. The tax is not an NPC, it goes to the company whom that city belongs to. Long story short, it's quite complicated, and this is the part where New World shines. It puts an emphasis on users and how users are involved in the gaming. So here, not only some company can come and conquer the city and say, yeah, the city, we have our taxes, everyone who operates or does the quests or smelting everything pay a little bit tax. But that's not only. You need to upgrade. As you can see, there's Forge tier 2, well, everything is tier 2. Woodshop tier 4, which means you can process your high level wood here. If other cities don't have woodshop tier, then basically you might be pushed. What is this stupid sound? Sorry, I was logged in, they kicked me out. We'll get into the game as well. But the idea is you upgrade the city, you upgrade the town, and at the side, have you noticed? It's hamlet, then village, then town, then city. So these upgrades, this is something cool and interesting. And if some city, what is with this sound in the background? This is coming from the game. So the upgrades in the city, in Guild Wars, there is similar upgrades, but that's on separate PvP map. Yeah, I don't have it captured. I will. Oh, that sound is not from computer. Somewhere from outside. Anyways. So yeah, this is something cool, the upgrade town. If the taxes are too high, people can just go to other towns. Remember, we have quite a lot of choices. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, approximately 12, 13 regions, and every region has a city which then can develop a better and better infrastructure where you can do your stuff. So it's balanced between providing higher level tier forge and requesting for that higher tax. So yeah, it will be interesting. But next part, this is another thing where actually New World shines. This is the crafting. It is nothing that particularly interesting. As, yeah, you have a list of items, you have a level. When you craft, you increase your level, then you learn something new. You don't have to pay nothing, just unlocks. In the middle, you choose what kind of materials you can use, but there is a kicker. This is a cool stuff. I will show that in game as well, but generally, when you start crafting and you have 0 level, this yellow range is actually where the item level will land. And at the beginning, it's on the left side, so anything you craft is kind of crappy. It's basically just gray item with no extra bonus stats, nothing. And the damage and everything is impacted by that. But you can also land at the high end and get and make better item. This is kind of luck. And the more you progress, just 1 by 1 point, this range is moving forward, the maximum and the minimum as well. For example, look at the iron hatchet. Currently, it's impossible for me to craft a hatchet that is only 200 gear score, because I am too good at engineering skill. It shows here what skill it uses. So the more you craft, the better items you can have, which leads to few awesome things. First of all, not every item will be the same, and we are not talking about just stats. In Guild Wars, for example, you craft 10, you pick one item and craft it 10 times, it will be exactly the same damage, for example, but it will be random bonus attributes, right? Something, but the core of the item will be exactly the same. Here, no. You land in different, and we are talking about the same weapon, the same iron hatchet. You land in different rarity, then abilities, and then the damage, and it kind of gives cool vibe that not everything is the same. For example, the same World of Warcraft, whenever you level up your crafting, you will end up crafting, I don't know, leather bracelets. You need 55 and each and every one of them will be exactly the freaking same. Absolutely everything the same. So that's kind of annoying. So here, no, it's randomized. And not only that, of course, whenever you have high level score and you want this hatchet to be perfect, you can specifically choose what kind of perk you want to have it, and also add extra, let's say, boost to have more attributes and boosts. Basically, it makes guaranteed good item, which is more costly, rare ingredients, but you end up with your hatchet that you will be using. So great, absolutely great. If you are looking at, no, we are not looking. Yeah, this is the same screen, I believe. Where is my crafting? No. Sorry for messy. Where's my stupid crafting? Yeah, so here, yeah, this is the example where you craft something and it will be exactly the same, just random stats and something. Not very cool. So yeah, their new world absolutely shines. Moving on next, yeah, we have a screens of items. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items you can wear, 2 weapons, arranged, 1 necklace, 1 ring, 1 earring, and 3 bags. And these are all harvesting items, right? They're neatly packed, combined, general crafting. This is some cool, let's say, improvement. You don't need to sort your bags. Your bags, everything is sorted by the usage, which is immensely amazing, okay? Don't get me wrong, this is great. But if we switch over to my big head again, if we switch over to Guild Wars, we have here, no, this side, 2 rings, 2 earrings, kind of logical, not only 1. Bags you can upgrade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I believe, at the end, so, which is kind of more. And of course you have also shoulders, additional item, 2 weapons to swap out, and this is extra space for harvesting items. So the same and a little bit better. Now, additional to that, basically here is the coverage of New World. Guild Wars, what Guild Wars does, they add something extra that I haven't seen in New World yet. And I will quickly go through so you see. Contacts and looking for growth. There's a special build system whenever you decide to go in to raid or do something, join a party, advertise your growth. This is a built-in system for you to better handle and get your experience out of the game, not sitting and spamming chat for looking for growth, someone please. Yeah, New World, nope, this is like that. Next up we have here, as you can see, paying attention up there, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 6 unlocked sets of armor, easily switching between. If you have different builds, different everything, game is just, you want to play and test and see and enjoy, here you go. New World, no, we don't do that here. Next, remember that neatly packed things, everything you have in New World. Oh yeah, Guild Wars does it too. This currently what you can see is my account vault, basically my bank, where I can transfer materials from anywhere in the world and they will be stored, as you can see, neatly, honestly without limit. This is just, yeah, everything is here. And then in the next screen I can switch over from materials to casual kind of look. Here I have some special items. I don't know if they are valuable anymore, some craftings next on different sets. So these are not materials, they take up the store. In New World, of course, there is a limit. There's a weight limit. When it's full, you can't add anything more. And then, yeah, of course, there's a guild. There are also companies in New World, nothing different here, but yeah, Guild Wars, You can have up to 5 guilds that you can switch between and use and complete initiative and emblem, and yeah, just seems a little bit more. And of course experience, you level up your guild, not only conquer a city, which is better in New World. And then mail, yeah, as you can see, I have missed quite a lot of birthday. Happy birthday, Bulta. Bulta is in Latvian, it's arrow, because this is my hunter character. Obviously it's called arrow. So yeah, what else we have? Yeah, this is the part which is similar as New World, but New World does it better. So there's a separate map where PvP happens between 3 factions. As you can see, 3 different colors, where the fighting and upgrading and conquering fortresses and building and upgrading those fortresses, but it's all separate. You need to go in separate world from actual world, which does not work very well in Guild Wars 2. That's, yeah, not so well. I will show you how it is in New World. Then, yeah, Black Lion Trading Company. This is basically auction hall. It's available from anywhere. You can put up your items, sell to other players, and also, of course, there's NPCs when you can sell the trash or purchase trash. Nothing that particular, but just more, you know, just like game feels like developers said, like, you want to play, you want to have fun, enjoyment and everything, here you go. This is Guild Wars 2. New World, yeah, there is as you I didn't mention, there is no NPCs. There is just selling to other players or dismantling all of your items. And trading, of course, is only in the city. So if you're stuck with items somewhere ever, yeah, it's a bit painful because it's limitations and everything. So yeah, that's that. And here, yeah, it ends kind of my comparison between one and another. Let's jump in the game and let me show you, so you don't feel like New World is absolutely worst. No, there are some good parts. One of the absolutely crazy things, good crazy things, is, remember I just mentioned how Guild Wars has a separate map where you fight about influence and everything. Here it is in the same map. So as you can see, this is neutral territory. This is marauders and a lot of syndicates, which will be always this more. How to better explain? So I will show you first things first. This is a territory. In territory, the more I work, you can find, I have level 18, sorry, I will move myself a little bit out of here. As you can see there, there, yes. I have increased storage, I have increased gathering speed, I have increased, I can own a house. It's all, well, 18 levels, but that and everything of those bonuses will be applied whenever I do anything in the territory. That's one. Second, in that territory there is one city. If I click on a city, I can see there's 7 upgrades. It's governed by Medicus Crut. That's a guild. That's basically a guild. Here it's called company. So the company belongs to syndicate, but the fractions, these are 3, but they don't rule the government, the company. So the guild, the people govern this city, not. So yeah, there's much to it. And as you can see, there's also crafting tier levels you can see, and taxes. As I mentioned, they reduced, it was higher. But anyways, it's 1.69 high and then moderate. For example, if I have a lot of resources and want to build something, I can click, for example, here, 1.5, quite expensive as well. Here, so literally just coming from one city to another with all my resources in my bags, how much I can carry, and crafting it here, I will pay quite significantly less, which is kind of cool, right? So here it's the interesting where New World actually will shine. There's so much people involvement, the taxes, the improvements, the fight for this influence. As you can see, there's constantly wars going on. This is all PvP. Here, for example, there's a conflict, another, it is another faction that fights for it, but there will be a guild behind it that will take over if this conflict is resolved and they win. Basically, the wars are happening. So this is something cool, and the coolest part is it all happens the same in the same world. PvE and PvP, they're exactly the same. And just to help you out even more, you can absolutely opt out of PvP and just mind your own business. I don't care. You are not fighting with people. You gather your things and resources, and all around you then will be involved in the fight, in the wars, and taking over and influence. So you can absolutely ignore it. So you have choices given here, and I will just put it straight away. Whenever in gaming and basically in life, there's a lot of things depend on people. Things might go sideways. I will just give you one example. I'm not saying it will happen, but if some crazy egomaniacal YouTuber or streamer will join a server and take over the cities and, I don't know, extort everyone with huge rates and everything, it will be impact on everyone. It will not be cool. And if you're thinking, no, it will never happen, I will just mention there's literally things like that happening in other games. For example, the same World of Warcraft, there are servers where aliens or horde, there are way more, 80% of all players are there, and they're PvP servers, and they're absolutely killing other faction on site, and no one else can. It's just impossible to fight them in the server war. That's just real life example. So yeah, we will see how it plays out. One extra thing which I found kind of interesting was, for example, if you are interested in, you need fibers. The game, as I mentioned previously, if you can track them, and the tracking is only around you. But the idea is they show you that they'll grow in forest and also in grassland. And if you zoom in, as I said, you can zoom in quite a lot, you see this is the forest. So basically, you can find a spot where you can, for example, you need oil. Oh, that's a resource. You need a marsh, so you can basically find, here's a marsh, so you can go there and find your resource there. So this is something cool where the resource locations are not exactly given, but the hint is there, okay? So yeah, all that part, and I will quickly just repeat myself and show you even more. Remember how I showed you the same engineering skill 69? As you can see, this is the absolute basic musket. I can craft it, it will land somewhere in between, so quite good things. This is how it looks if I select a musket that requires 50 engineering skill. As you can see, it is still on the left side, but the gear score, you see the difference? I will never be able to reach the same gear score with this low level musket, but with this high level, yeah, I will land at the side, but it will be already good. Not even that. Look what other choices we have. For example, if I have this third level resource, which is rare, whenever I picked it, the score changes. And for example, if I don't want to waste my third level lumber, I can downgrade and just use cheaper material. And it impacts the score, but hey, it gives me just a chance to craft it, which is nice, isn't it? And yeah, of course, I want a good item, so let's increase it. Yeah, so that's one thing. And second, if I'm crafting for myself, for example, I want to pick up a rifle, and I can specifically choose that there will be attribute dexterity, which of course these, as you can see, there's are one item, okay, 5 items, they are numbered, they are kind of rare. And if you leave without this, it will be random. So for boosting your skill, absolutely is enough. And there's another one, this add Azoth. As you can see, I can select 15, and you can see the attribute, there's high chance that it will not be a gray item, which is the basic item which I'm aiming at, but there will be high chance that there will be attributes, so it will be green. And if I increase even more, guess what? There's a possibility there will be perk, high chance. And so this is the crafting is absolutely amazing. And for example, here, yeah, you can, and yeah, you get the idea. You choose what kind of materials you want to use, totally up to you, because usually games are kind of strict. You need 5 leather, you need 2 iron bars, that's it, nothing else. Here you can mix and match and the result changes, which is great. And also, yeah, the mining picks, I will just quickly show you, not, okay, fine. So let's start with mining pick. As you can see, the speed is 100%. Absolute basic. And if you pick the upgraded, look at this, the stats and everything you can custom make. Gathering speed from 125 up to, and this is quite high level. If we increase it even more, gee, we can push the gear score so it lands at the high end and almost double the speed. And even further, as I mentioned previously, you can with any pickaxe pick any ore if you have the level, but the speed at which you are picking, that's what matters. That's the really where it shines. And yeah, anyways, I'm too much talking about crafting because I absolutely love it. If you're wondering, all this gear, oh sorry, all this gear is my crafted. Let me open up. Nothing particularly, I was just, yeah, greenies and leveling up in the same time. These I guess I changed, and of course these are also. And whenever I craft, and there's a lot of green items, let me just switch myself aside. You can sell the green items in auction house. There's no NPCs to sell, so yeah. So crafting I showed, territories I showed, people involvement I almost showed. So the company, oh yeah, one of the downsides about that I will quickly explain. A few of my friends, the random guild. So this is where the problem kicks in a little bit. Not for everyone, but this is Europe. And I have a lot of coin because I'm selling all my items, spare items. So the problem, I will quickly explain. It's not precise, but you will get the idea. If, and I am in Europe servers, and these are all the guilds with a lot of members, so I can, you know, experience how it is. This is French speaking, Spanish speaking, Italian, German, Italian. But basically, in my server, there is no English speaking guilds, which I found a little bit, what? Of course, there are smaller, some, I don't know, few people gather together, and of course, they don't own anything. But these bigger guilds, I reached out to all of them, and majority of them are not English speaking, which was like, come on, man, do I need to learn extra language again? Anyways, in US probably there's not so much a problem, everyone mostly will speak English, so it will be fine, but in Europe this is a little bit, I don't want to say weird. Yeah, while we are at it, let's complain a little bit. You can open up all companies and you can select by claims or by members. And that's it. There's no language, there's no, I don't know, a note. We are PvP guild, we are PvE, nothing. I can probably reach out to... No, you can't. If you are wondering if you can, at least I couldn't find a filter where I could type down who and look for anyone or everyone in Wild Rhino. Nope. The only thing you have is you can write down the name and then look for this one guy who's guild member, guild master, and ask, can I join? This is most tedious experience, and it is just a reminder that looking for growth itself, there is no such thing. So there are areas where it's like absolutely like way forward for MMORPG, and there are some areas, okay, 2 more coming up, some areas that are absolutely ridiculous. For example, did you know that there is no mounts and will be never mounts? The only way how to travel is from settlement to settlement, or as you can see, there's written, you can only fast travel while in settlement, outpost, or spirit shrine, and you can travel to settlements, outpost, or spirit shrine. So, for example, if I'm here now outside the city and I want to fast travel somewhere, not only it's impossible, but when you are in one of those specifically located places that only allows you to travel, because there is no specific teleport or something, you just need to be, you know, as is ridiculous, you come here. So now this is better than being here. I open up a map and I can fast travel here. Second point, you see the material that is being used for fast traveling? This is the same material that you use for crafting items. Basically, this is a rare commodity. This is not a gold, which usually is used for every single game for thousands and millions of years. Yes, that's how old gaming is, video gaming. In here, it's like, no, we will take this resource that you gather and most likely want to use for crafting your things. Yes, you will use that for traveling. Okay, it's not a big deal because you get this material from gathering and everything. It basically pushes you, the game pushes you to farm, to gather, to harvest, to and yeah. Oh, you don't want to spend? Then run. This is literally one of the jokes going out around the internet. This is a walking simulator because these points where you can fast travel are in specific places. So you will end up running more or less, but still running a lot by your feet. Which, of course, game is beautiful, so that's not... Yeah, it is a problem. You're not giving even a mount. Did I mention? Yeah, Guild Wars have a mount. A lot of mounts, different mounts, beautiful mounts. In this game, yeah, there's no plan. But okay, let's finish this video on a final good note. Not only final, but one cool thing is that you see a rabbit, you can throw an axe to it. Hey, it catched it. But absolutely best part, one of the best parts in the game. Let me demonstrate it right away. These huge trees, that is basically I'm gathering the wood, but how they fall, just, and the feeling, the impact that I did this, you see, there was a tree. Oh, there are more trees. If I decide that forest over there, we don't do that here, I can't, and with help with other players, of course, and company and friends, I can absolutely clear the place out. Oh, that tree, screw that tree, no more. And it is what I'm trying to explain, not only the trees, but it is really calming and, I don't know, meditating this gathering. Of course, at the end, it's plain stupid farming. As every MMORPG, you are farming something, but this effect, yeah, you saw a little glitch, but this effect that you actually live in, they grow back, of course, this doesn't stay like that, but the wood chopping is amazing, okay? And absolutely the similar and the same as Guild Wars, both games are beautiful. This is way newer and better, let's say, graphics and engine probably as well. so they can afford some such cool things here. In Guild Wars, the trees also fall, but they are little ones and they tree like that and fall like that, so yeah. Anyways, I just don't feel the final war. The game is not out there. This is my first impressions and what I've seen and noticed. How a lot of things are exactly the same as in Guild Wars, just worse. But there will be, when it comes out, only then we will see how the players play out, how the influence, how everything. But so far, the gathering, farming, and beautiful world, absolutely beautiful. Always the question how well optimized it will be. I have quite good systems, so I'm not bragging, I'm just concerned that not everyone has such a PC. So on the lowest settings it is quite a bit uglier, the lightings and everything when you turn off. So yeah, I don't know, that in my opinion it's not very well balanced. I'm playing on medium settings, otherwise the FPS is not very good. And of course currently I'm recording, so the FPS is, you can ignore that number in the corner, but anyways. Those falling trees, this is just amazing. Anyways guys, thank you for watching. This was my impression, and sorry if you're not super excited about me comparing to Guild Wars. I thought it was legit, and I hope you enjoyed the beginning of the video. Yes, we make some fun here as well. Thank you, and we will meet in next videos. Cheers.